What's going on, world? I'm your host, George Kill, and we're in Orlando, Florida at the EA Sports Tiburon offices with Kurt Stadelman. How you doing, man?
I'm not too bad. How about yourself?
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. It's good to see you.
Yeah, so tell me, what are we going to see here?
We're going to see an authentic video game studio, really. Okay. We actually make Madden, NBA, PGA here, so it's not your typical office.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's check it out.
Yep, let's go. Here we are in the lobby. This is your first experience when you walk in. We got the pride flag up there for what happened back at Pulse nightclub back in June. We got some gaming kiosks around here, a PS4 and an Xbox One for people waiting in the lobby. That's our HR department back there. Got a little video board showing all the newest trailers on loop, and then we got the company store over there. This is where employees can come and bring their friends, their family, any visitors, and we pretty much got anything you'd need with an EA or EA Sports logo on it. The games, we got anything from notebooks, keychains, backpacks, clothing. If you remember, Madden a long time ago used to have the ambulance come onto the field when a player would get injured. Yeah, we got some more golf hats and everything in here.
Do you have a favorite?
I'm one of those that wears a backpack to work. Kind of was a fan of the backpack wrappers, and so I don't have a problem still wearing a backpack after college.
And Kurt, what is your actual position with EA?
I'm a senior social media manager for the EA Sports brand. That entails Madden, NBA, PGA, a lot of the sports titles, but then also the EA Sports brand as a whole. A lot of people don't realize that EA is not just EA Sports. We got Star Wars franchise, Need for Speed, Battlefield, The Simpsons, The Sims, all these other brands that not a lot of people know are affiliated with EA. Right here on this wall, we have all these discs from our past games, something similar to probably what you would see at a successful recording artist's home. We got Madden 96, Madden 99, NCAA Football 98 with my Florida Gator quarterback Danny Warfel on there. We're not going to talk about that Chris Winkie cover.
Kurt is a big-time Florida Gator alumni, so that's why he's down in Florida State right now.
That's the understatement of the century. Go Gators.
So for those that don't know, Kurt, tell us what does a shark have to do with Tiburon and Electronic Arts?
Tiburon was actually an individual gaming studio back in the day, and then EA bought Tiburon, and we decided to keep their logo, their name, along with the studio. So that's kind of paying tribute to the folks at Tiburon that created this studio before we came in. Sticking with the shark theme, we have the annual Sharky Awards, which is kind of an internal employee award award show, and these are just honoring all the past winners of each category. This is our EA outreach program, everything that we do in the community. We do weekly visits to the Children's Hospital and the Homeless Coalition, and that's a big part of what we do here at Tiburon. So right here we got the cafeteria. It's a little late in the day, so the cooking crew is packed up here, but we have a little Starbucks stand to get your coffee. Got a nice salad bar. We got omelet bar over there in the mornings, sushi on Wednesdays, which you guys just missed. But yeah, it's not too bad. And then we got the outdoor seating area. We got probably the largest PlayStation controller you've ever seen out here. It's just a nice spot to hang out and maybe host some meetings out here with a couple of your teammates. Back here we got a pool table. We got some hot shot and arcade. We got NFL Blitz 99, which is a crowd favorite.
So Kurt, tell us the biggest thing here on the 6th floor. I know the 6th floor is full of branding, full of awesome things. I'm seeing the elevator, but this is a jewel of 6th floor, right?
Yeah, so this is our meeting room called Super Bowl, and this is where the developers come in and make those big decisions on what goes into the game, what doesn't, and how we can improve the game. Not just in this meeting room, but throughout the 6th floor, the Madden floor. We love our NFL football, and you can see here we have the tickets from every Super Bowl on the wall with the NFL team helmets up above. We got a little football field carpet with the hash marks and everything. It's football vibes everywhere you go. We'll have roundtable talks with marketing and developers. They want to know what we're seeing out on the social channels and what fans want to see and the feedback and the sentiment. And then we want to hear from them what they're planning on putting into the game and what we should expect to start planning around.
Right. And overall, how many people work from this office?
We're around 700 employees right now at this studio, not to mention a slew of other locations in the US and internationally.
Right. So Kurt, what are these quotes right here? I'm seeing some from Vince Lombardi, Joe Namath, some Hall of Famers. How did you guys go about picking these?
The inspirational quotes, a lot of them very noticeable and very famous quotes. Obviously all from NFL, past players, coaches, legends on this floor. As we go down to the NBA floor, you'll see NBA basketball-centric quotes. It's just something, if you happen to stop and look at a few of them, maybe you'll get a little bit of that extra juice you need. So you'll notice walking through the office, you'll see guys like this, secure the football Le'Veon. They're wearing authentic NFL gear. This is a real jersey that they would use on Sunday. Real helmets, real everything down to the cleats. And we need these from the NFL and from the teams on hand at the office to scan, first of all, into our games. We have scanning technologies that allow us to laser scan not only athletes' faces, but clothing and shoes into the game to get the authentic textures and fabrics. So here we are on the 5th floor. It's where we do a lot of our live services work. So whether it's ultimate team modes in our games where we need to constantly update it with fresh content daily when we're in the season based off of real world performances, and then our mobile games as well.
So this might be the coolest thing I've seen so far.
Yeah, you don't really notice it when you first take a glance, but these are all Xbox One and PlayStation controllers with all the cords making up the whole logo intertwined. It's a cool little installation. This is Play Now, one of our main meeting rooms. And like I said, the live services team usually meets in here to discuss what type of fresh content they're gonna update our games with daily.
What's with the balls, the ball pit?
Oh yeah, you noticed that. It's like our own little McDonald's play place here inside of Tiburon. Visitors love it, kids love it, and it's to keep things kind of fresh and keep things kind of not too serious around here. Almost every visitor that comes in wants to jump in the ball pit, and it's actually a great spot to nap if you're a little burnt out.
Kurt, now that the world is so mobile-based, what do you guys have in store as far as short-form gaming and apps, as far as anything related to EA Sports?
Yeah, so Madden Mobile has been out in the marketplace for a while, and it was the #1 sports mobile game for a while. It still might be, actually. FIFA Mobile and NBA Live Mobile actually is just launching. We're big into other non-sports games on mobile, The Sims, Plants vs. Zombies, all these great titles, Simpsons. So yeah, we're huge into mobile. We see that's where a lot of gaming is headed. So this is Slam Dunk. This is our main meeting room for NBA. You got the hardwood floor carpet. I want this in my house. It's trippy.
Name some of the athletes that have been, through here. have come and just kind of hung out with you guys?
So it seems like almost weekly we have a new guy in here. All of our cover athletes spend a lot of time here. A lot of the guys that we work closely with on Madden, like Antonio Brown and Gronk and Odell Beckham, they love the game and they love hanging out here and chopping it up with the guys, the teams. Alfred Morris is local, so he comes through and he's a huge Madden guy. We got a lot of NBA guys, our cover athletes. Kyrie has spent some time here, Russell Westbrook. Damian Lillard, he was our NBA Live 15 cover athlete and just a great dude and a humble dude. And so he came in here and he was fascinated. He wanted to spend the day here.
So when an athlete comes, you mentioned you get content from them. What does that specifically mean?
Yeah, so that's my team's job, and when we have them here, it's usually we have a certain amount of hours with them contractually, and so we need to kind of cram as much content in there as possible and capture as much, not just to release the next week, but we need to plan ahead and think about, okay, it might be in the middle of the off season right now, so we got to capture stuff for the game launch, and then we got to capture stuff for maybe when the actual season starts, and then maybe holiday content for the holiday sales push, and then sustain period content. Here, I guess observatory's kind of cool. It's a theater. We'll come in here to review new trailers, new marketing assets, and kind of get a group's opinion on it in real time. This is our little area, limited edition.
Nice.
These make great business card holders, the gift card box.
Right.
This was a sample. I believe these are one of one. These are Ray Lewis's shoulder pads from a commercial we did with him back about, I would say, 5 years ago. Yeah, this is Shark Tank. This is our main marketing meeting room. Everything's pretty shut down, but this is what we call the capture cave. So here we capture everything we need for any type of marketing assets, or really anytime we need any gameplay from any of our games shown to the public. We capture everything through here. And this is actually an audio booth. This is where they sit down and just record commentary for the game. As you can see, they get, from all the talking on the mic, they need their throat lozenges. But yeah, this is where our two new commentators, Charles Davis and Brandon Gowden, sit for hours and hours on end and record lines for the game for Madden 17. Now we even bring players into the studio and have them record their voices. And so when you're playing the game, you can actually hear the players talking to each other in the huddle and after a touchdown, screaming and celebrating. Cam Newton was in here, and he's a super passionate, genuine dude, and a lot of these things, he's like, I don't think I would say this. And so he just kind of put his own flair on a lot of the lines, and it turned out amazing.